Hi everybody, it's Claire. Today we're not actually going to be doing any colouring. What I wanted to share with you is a review of Johanna Basford's wonderful new and up-and-coming World of Flowers colouring book. Now I was extremely lucky to receive one of Johanna's journalist packages yesterday. And Johanna tends to send these out so that we can help her to reach the colouring community directly and to help her market and promote the product. To be honest, it sells itself, but let me show you what was inside. And you might have seen Colour with Claire Eady take you through the contents of this, so I'm not going to do that. What I just wanted to show you was what was inside the box and then do a flip through of the book itself. So, inside this wonderful packaging, Johanna had put some little cards, gift cards to colour in, and there was a lovely little message saying thank you for being a member of the colouring community and to wish me all the best with colouring the book. So you can see it's an exquisite package, it really is. It's more like a gift than kind of a promotional thing. And then we have some wonderful soap from the Isle of Arran, which I wish you could smell because it smells absolutely divine. And then, unexpectedly, was included a 24 pack of Polychromos. I haven't opened these yet. I'm still kind of buzzing with getting all of this in the post, so I'm trying to keep things nice and new. And then we have star of the show, the book, and this is what I want to talk to you about. So let's just lift this out. I'll put the box on the floor and I will show you this. So it's a standard square size as per Johanna's normal colouring books. If I just grab my ruler, I can show you exactly that it is roughly 25 centimetres square. So that's standard for Johanna's books. This is, I think, the UK version. Clearly I'm in the UK, so I believe that would be that version. And then if we open the book inside, you can see, as usual, she's put the beautiful flipped inside carded covers, so you'll be able to colour the inside, and actually you'll be able to colour the outside as well, as per usual. So then we have a beautiful kind of opening frame plate, a colouring book, let me get my teeth back in, a colouring book and floral adventure. And then you can see she's spent so much time, I think, putting these packages together, because she's personalised these nameplates and taken the time to actually draw in our names and sign the books, which is just astonishing, really, when you think about the time that it must have taken her to prepare these. So, shall we have a look? So we've got a little introductory page just saying how the book was inspired. So if I just move this over a little bit so you can see that page. It says that her book was inspired by her grandmother Joan, who was a gardener and an artist. And when she came across a flower she hadn't found before, she would look it up in one of her botanical reference books and delicately colour the black and white illustration printed in the book. You know, I'm looking at this and I can see that the word colour is actually in the American spelling, so I'm wondering if this is an American book rather than an English one. So that's a little dedication to her grandmother. Johanna usually does this. She has kind of tips for colouring, so in terms of bleed through and always putting blank pages between the designs. So that's just kind of a little standard tips for colouring. Now then, look at these. Look at these. And as the book says, it's just a world of flowers. It is so pretty. Let me move this over a tiny bit so you can see the full double spread. And what Johanna tends to do is, and I've seen her talk about this on an interview, is that she doesn't now put designs right into the corner crease of the page, and that's the same with this book, because try as hard as we might, it's very difficult to colour into these creases. I'm going to move my paintbrush out the way so I can flip the pages properly. And what you will find with this is that there's so many different styles and designs. So we have kind of little framed framed flowers. So this looks a little bit like examples that I've seen in the 30 Days of Flowers, where some of you have put beautiful frames around the individual plants. I like this one because she's got the plants coming out from coloured pencils. So this is really good for the imagination, because we'll be able to actually colour all these pencils in different colours. One of the ideas I had was, you know, you could make this coloured pencil red and then match the colour of the flower to the colour of the pencil. Now, I do believe this is the 30 Days of Flowers, because I recognise all of these designs. So if I just show you, she says, reaching forward, my full 30 Days of Flowers spread, you can see that they're exactly the same designs. So that's quite nice, because the actual project that she's put together is reflected in the book, which is really nice. And what you'll find is, as you flip through, yes, the book is about flowers and they're beautiful, but she's also incorporated lots of other things in the design of the pages. So in this one, for instance, we've got a beautiful vase and a butterfly. And again, we've got kind of like a little plant pot. So she's incorporating different designs. And this one, you will agree, I think, looks a lot like the Wonder Room. Lots and lots of beautiful details to fill in. Lots of lamps, so you can have kind of light sources, make yourself light sources. Lots and lots of different ideas, as well as just being the plants themselves to colour in. So for those of you who kind of are dreading more leaves, it's really kind of not too... I don't think it would put you off a lot, to be honest, because although it is what it says it is, it's World of Flowers, you'll see as I go through that she's put in more and more kind of different ideas around flowers. So you can see these are all in little vases. This is kind of in a big kind of snow globe effect. And as we get further on, here they are. So she's put little animals in as well. So we've got some flowery critters, which is quite fun. And then we've got some hanging lanterns. So she's tried to kind of mix it up a little bit. So it's not just about flowers, it's kind of, you know, incorporating different ideas with flowers. Again, these lovely plant pots, and she's left the background blank on this one for us to kind of play around with background ideas. And this one's, I like this one. It's kind of a little van. I don't remember Johanna ever kind of putting a car or a van in her books, but this is clearly a floristry delivery, which is really nice. And just as I'm flicking through, the pages are quite thick. They're you can hear if I kind of just flick they're not flimsy in the slightest. They're really kind of quite substantial. I do think that if you're using alcohol-based markers, you would still get bleed through. However, these are really good quality pages. A really nice design of a little fish there. Again, another kind of Pika's Parlour Wonder Room inspired design. It's just lovely. It really is just lovely. And it's going to be hours and hours of fun, I think, to start relaxing and enjoying these. I haven't finished Ivy yet. And I was going to try and finish Ivy before I started on any of these pages, but it's going to be quite tempting, I think, to do one or two of these whilst I'm still completing Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. So again, you can see she's kind of incorporated some birds. I think this is a pheasant. So there really is a myriad of ideas about plants being the focus, but then, and this one's a nice one, like a banner page. She's done this in, I think, was it Secret Garden? I think she's kind of done a banner page like this. So she's kind of really trying to incorporate a lot of different ideas, and this one is very reminiscent of Ivy and the Inky Butterfly with the arched frame. And I mean, those are beautiful, aren't they? They're absolutely beautiful. So as I say, there's plenty of different ideas for you to get interested in. And I mean, that looks like it could be some beautiful wallpaper. I think when Johanna studied, actually, when she did her original study, she started out, or at least partly, doing like wallpaper or like repetitive textile design. So you can really see that reflected in there. Because it could be a beautiful wallpaper. Again, some beautiful little critters. And these, I love these. I think these are my favourites, where she's incorporated the house. And as we flick through the last few pages, she's done some beautiful little mushroom houses. So again, we've kind of got the panelling effect, which is reminiscent of Ivy and the Inky Butterfly as well. Beautiful butterfly. A lot of you will recognise this type of design. So she's done a skull design before, but this time clearly it's incorporated some beautiful flowers. These are my favourites. These are my favourites out of the whole book, I think. So these kind of tiny little mushroom houses, I absolutely love these. I think if I'm going to colour anything while I'm doing Ivy, it'll be these 2 pages here, because they're absolutely brilliant. Some tremendous ideas. And there we go. So I hope you've kind of had a little bit of an idea about what's going on. And again, we've got this carded back page, which is beautiful. It's literally a whole garden. So we've got the little shed, we've got a garden wall. It's an orchard garden. It's a walled garden. It's absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Hours and hours of fun doing these. So I hope that's been really useful. And I have got my own. Oh, actually, this comes out. This one's. I'm just noticing this one is perforated. So this double spread of the whole wall garden, you'd be able to pull out and frame. What a really good idea. So I hope that's been useful. You can see the back is designed to be coloured as well. And as I say, it is an absolute astounding world of flowers. If you enjoy colouring flowers, it's your dream come true. If you're not so keen on colouring flowers, I still think you'll get a lot of enjoyment from this, because as you can see, she's incorporated a lot of different ideas and designs other than just plants and foliage. But yes, any questions, by all means, drop me a line as usual, and I will try my best to answer them. Bye for now, guys.